Hi. I've had about half of the bottle of soju. It's like a small bottle, but yeah. Um, Obviously, I ran out of recording space the last time I was talking, and I accepted that I was gonna walk to Walmart and try to upload the video and then, delete it off my phone and record another video after the walk. But what was initially a flippant, random decision to start recording became kind of like a need to record more that I was fixated on. So I broke out my laptop. Um, I want to be more coherent than I'm being right now. I want to get to the things that I think are important. I just need to contextualize a little bit. I started walking to Walmart. I was like, why not go back and drink half the bottle of soju and then enjoy a walk to Walmart, a bit drunk, and then go back and drink the rest. But I came back and I broke out my laptop because I felt like I needed to record because there are things I needed to get out. Like how the walk like how it's a really pretty dusk outside and the walk that I was going on felt a bit more real than usual. And it felt like the ghost of many walks I should have gone on during my time in this apartment. But mainly I want to talk about the person I love because they tended to be here when the apartment was lit by a lamp placed right here. And I put the lamp back here and I turned it on and I looked at the room and I breathed in a way like, and when they had the opportunity to reside with me in this apartment while my roommate was away, I think it felt like a home, like we were sharing a home. I forgot to mention that the person I love I've seen them think about the imminent fate of this apartment and start to cry about it. But the main thing I really wanted to film was I'm gonna turn this off and then turn it back on for effect. The main thing I have really wanted to film is the kitchen with the slide on. And then the day that the person I love trips at me, I walked into this corner and I turned in this direction. I was standing right here and they had their back to me and they were clinking spoons on that mug. I think another mug that was present to try to stimulate me with the sounds, but I wasn't focusing on the sounds, the clinking sounds. I felt like for the first time in my life, fully grasping the reality and enormity of the presence of another person standing in front of me. This was the first time the person I love felt inaugurated quite dramatically as the first person I have ever looked at and perceived and just perceived in complete, non-dissociative, tangible, heightened, real, devastating, immense reality and presence. I don't know, that all sounded almost kind of creepy. It's not like I think about it every day. It's not like I idolize or fetishize this person as having this status, but I tried acid for the first time and I looked at a person and I saw a person in full actually in front of me. and that's who was standing there. And I wish I had taken a picture. I wish I could see them in that same outfit with their back to me from this angle. It would be nice, just as exercise. I don't know. I had my head hunched down between my shoulders and my eyes were wide, and I had my hand held up to my mouth. I was being just grabbed and shaken and just pierced, and like a giant wave was crashing over me. I was just being rocked and just astonished. I shouldn't film out the window too much. It's kind of de-anonymizing. This bottle of soju was a gift from the person I love just before I bust back here. They want me to save a sip of it for them. They got lychee soju, but I took the blueberry. They inadvertently taught me how lychee is pronounced. I would have said lychee, but they said lychee, and then I knew it was pronounced like that. Unless they're wrong. But they seem like the kind of person to know their pronunciations. I'm drinking it out of a measuring glass because I wanted to drink 150 milliliters as preface to the Walmart walk. So last time I ran out of recording space, and this established to me that I have free space for about maybe like 17 to 18 minutes of video, I think. When it cut off, I was talking about this stuff I need to throw out and how I wasn't residing contiguously enough in this apartment to really feel the need to throw it out. But then that sent me into a different train of thought about how I exist in survival mode and how I like buying calorie efficient foods. I don't like going out to restaurants because I'm always dissociated, and I have enough distance from my own pleasure of going to the restaurant that it doesn't, like, the pleasure doesn't end up outweighing my fixation on the need for like financial security. I exist in survival mode. I am 26 years old and I'm stuck in survival mode instead of thriving mode. But yeah, to an extent, certainly I can blame it on the systems I exist within, which tend towards forcing people into mere survival a lot of the time. But maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll go to the newly opened burger restaurant and try their burger, because I've been curious about it. I would need to get plastic gloves, because I don't like touching oil. That's how you eat a burger. I wear gloves for it. That's one of my quirky facts I can trot out for people I'm introducing myself to, and then they can take me to a restaurant and watch me eat my burger with gloves on. Oh yeah, this was my room. I almost never lit it with the overhead light, but yeah, the futon used to be right here. And I would sleep in it like long ways here. It would face the wall. I would lift the lid up, and I'd be sleeping in something like a coffin. And I kind of like that. It was like a little tiny cozy space. The desk used to be like rotated, so it was like right here. The wicker chair in the living room used to be right there. I never really sat on it. I got this dresser for free. my friend Nick kindly hauled it over here for me. He identified it on the street and yeah, and brought it to me. What? I don't remember if I went any further in the survival mode tangent before I noticed that my phone was out of space. And that leaves me a little bereft of what to talk about. Oh, something I meant to say at the very start of this video is that I felt like my time in this apartment tonight, which should be productively devoted to like packing everything up and like moving everything into the living room to like be identifiable as a thing that needs hauled into a truck. Much of my time in this apartment tonight has taken on kind of like a spiritual and unusual tone. Oh, fuck. I just looked up at this in this light and it's fucking with me. When the person I love could spend time with me here, it became a different kind of space. It became a certain kind of home. It felt like when I was walking to Walmart, I sang along to Nick Cave singing All the Pretty Little Horses on the Current 93 album, and it was making me almost tear up. Before that, it was like Alcazar Segovia by Vectroid, which is also like crazy to walk to in this circumstance, like at dusk during a walk that feels like the ghost of many like tranquil walks that you never went on in perfect temperature because you were holed up in here, listening to like Sana Ra and like Dealers of God and like just music. Yeah, I bet you didn't know that table could do that. I'm gonna have to take down this. They hung this up. I already said that in the first video. And they wanted to put string lights all over the apartment. They wanted to help me decorate because they are so supportive and like positive and real and I guess recognize whatever in me is hidden under so much like rot and blank space. And maybe it's only because they are so tangible and practical. And I guess what I mean to say is like living, that they would have an eye to identify whatever it is that they recognize inside of me. Even though I hardly can formulate a response to whatever they're saying, but they're okay with that. And it's this lighting I wish the other lamp was on that chair, but I took it to the attic that we're both living in. When we were here, we had separate rooms to be in, but now we're both residing in the attic for a while. And it's basically only one room, so we're both in one room all the time. Oh, I like that shadow. Hello. I will pour more soju in the measuring glass, but I'm almost out of space. But I can just move the video onto my laptop. But I do have to walk to Walmart and get my boxes and my tape and stuff, at least. Even if I don't pack anything, I gotta go to Walmart and I gotta get both the boxes and stuff and spend all day on Saturday packing and like I gotta walk to Walmart tonight because I need to get like a buffalo chicken wrapper or something. Like I need like a nutritious food or like a bunch of mozzarella cheese sticks I can make in the air fryer. Oh my god. This sound. Wait. I'm gonna... That sound is like the overture to like this whole period of my life. When I came to this apartment the first day and I processed that there was not a microwave, it was only an air fryer, and we ate a lot of air fryer food, and I'd never interacted with that. I never heard this before, but that's the overture. That's the overture to everything. That's the overture to all the little sinews and like side paths and side trails of living in this state, finding the person I love, being in this attic, trying to just follow this road and all these roads as like deep and long as I can, just so anything can happen, and just trying to live and have life instead of hiding from it, even though I feel like I hid from it so long that I feel like I don't know how to even immerse in the life that I am building now, but I am trying to immerse myself in it, and I'm trying to keep with it until such a time comes that my eyes finally open all the way, and I look at what is around me, what I have built, and I whisper, "Oh my god," and then I just collapse into it limp. And finally lie there, if only for a couple minutes, as a jellyfish, spineless and splayed across something. Oh, 18 minutes.